Board back in session. This evening, the board received This evening, the board received a stipulation of settlement agreement from Northwest. And I don't know if anybody in the audience, I guess nobody else has received it. So I think maybe we'd like to have Jeff Reese read the stipulation of settlement.
Yeah, I'm going to read it. These guys will discuss it.
I haven't read it either, so.
After I read it and they discuss it, then we'll open up to a public comment period. Mark Liberty Administrative Resources LLC and Cecil Township Zoning Hearing Board through undersigned counsel under the following stipulation of settlement. Again, this is a proposed settlement that was emailed to me, and there has been no decision made on this. Number one, appellant Mark Liberty and Resources LLC is a Delaware LLC with a registered corporate office located at 1515 Arapahoe Street, Tower 2, Suite 770, Denver, Colorado. Mark West maintains a local office within the South Point Town Center in Cecil Township, Washington County. Appellee Cecil Township Zoning Hearing Board. The board is a municipal body established and appointed by the Cecil Township Board of Supervisors pursuant to Part 3, Section 303 of the Cecil Township Unified Development Ordinance. Ordinance number 5-00, May 17, 2000, as amended, and has jurisdiction over and power and authority with respect to the special exception approvals addressed therein. The board maintains an office at 3599 Millers Run Road, Cecil, Pennsylvania 15321. The court has jurisdiction over this land use appeal pursuant to Section 1002-A of the Pennsylvania Municipalities Planning Code, Act of July 31st, 1968, as amended. This matter involves a land use appeal by Mark West pursuant to Section 1002-A of the MPC from conditions imposed by the board in its June 26, 2015 decision, granting special exception approval to Mark West to construct and operate a natural gas compressor station on a 71.5-acre undeveloped parcel of land located in an I-1 light industrial district within Cecil Township. The board's June 2015 decision was rendered pursuant to a September 26, 2014 decision and order of Commonwealth Court reversing and remanding this court's January 21, 2013 order upholding the board's March 31st, 2011 denial of Mark West's special exception application. The board's June 2015 decision imposes 26 conditions on the board's grant of Mark West's special exception. Mark West timely appealed to this court from the 26 conditions imposed on the board's grant of Mark West's special exception. The parties, desiring to settle this matter without resorting to further litigation, agreed that the contention raised in Mark West's notice of appeal should be resolved and settled on the following terms. A. Conditions 25 and 26 shall be deleted from the board's June 2015 decision. B. The 12-month time period set forth in Section 404B of the Township's Unified Development Ordinance regarding automatic expiration of special exception approvals shall commence on Mark West's special exception approval upon entry of the court's order closing, discontinuing, and settling this matter in accordance with the terms of this stipulation of settlement. And lastly, the parties agree that in accordance with the terms of the foregoing stipulation, this court should enter an order in the form attached with the above referenced case be marked settled, discontinued, and ended with prejudice. And then the attached order goes on to just repeat those two stipulations, A and B. You guys are free to discuss it.
Okay. As far as my opinion is that one of two things can happen. We can accept the stipulation and 25 and 26 would go away and 1 through 24 would stay. The second alternative is that we deny the stipulation and then it would go to court. And then if it goes to court, one of two things can happen in court. All of the conditions could go away, or all 26 would be recommended. So that's the dilemma that the board has right now.
Condition 25 deals with the use of electric compressors, correct?
Yes.
And 26 was, is it air monitoring? Air testing.
George, I'll read it if you want.
Oh, I have them, because I have the original.
Could you read those, Frank? 25 and 26?
Okay, number 25, Mark West is limited to the installation of no more than 5 electric or 8 gas compressor engines at the compressor station. Mark West should employ the best technologies available by installing all electric compressor engines. Then number 26, if Mark West operation of said compressor engines becomes inoperable due to the availability of the power necessary to run said engines, and upon evidence presented to the zoning hearing board, Mark West may be permitted to use gas compressors.
I think that's still part of 25. Now he's...
The second part of 25.
Yeah, 25. 26.
Jeff, do you have 26, please?
Yeah, 26 is Mark West is required at their expense to hire an independent third-party agency to perform a baseline air quality test at the center of the site with annual air quality tests each year thereafter.
So according to the stipulation, Mark West will agree to 1 through 24, right?
That's correct.
If 25 and 26 are drawn.
Yeah, 25 and 26 are deleted.
Mr. Cecil, it's possible we could lose all or have all or none if it goes to court.
But at that point, it would be out of our hands.
Item 26 is independent testing. Jeff, you know, Mark West is it tested annually by DEP, EPA?
I think they're required, and Chris Nestor can probably help us out, but I think they have to annually comply with the EPA and DEP requirements for their permit to operate the facility.
That's an annual test?
How often is the test required?
The facility will be permitted by the EPA. I know they have to. I'm not going to argue with you guys. There's no testing requirement. They want to say what they want to say, they can. Well, GP5, there's a GP5.
The question was directed to him. You'll have your chance during the time that people can speak.
The facility will be permitted by EPA. That permit has emission limitations that are contained in it that have to be met by the facility. They are required annual report emissions data to be demonstrating compliance with the permit.
Thanks, Chris.
Sandra.
We're not taking any testimony, none of you wrote oath.
Is the EPA also involved in that? Mr. Nestor, is the EPA also involved in air testing at your sites?
EPA can be involved in air testing at our sites if it chooses to be. The way it works here in Pennsylvania is that DEP administers the air program in Pennsylvania by delegation from EPA.
Item 25 was, again, the electric compressor issue. Between the availability of electric at that site over on 980 and gas compressor, or gas fuel compressors.
Just to clarify, when we say gas, is it gasoline or natural gas?
Natural gas, right? Natural gas. Question I think comes before the board, or is the board willing to put the risk of losing conditions 1 through 24. If the board denies this action, this stipulation, are we willing to do away with conditions 1 through 24?
Yeah, just to make everyone aware, the land use appeal list has all 26 conditions, and a court could decide, that based on reasonableness, which of those 26 they want to keep. So it could be all, it could be nothing, it could be some subset of the 26. So that's what the board's trying to consider, is what's the risk of litigating this entire matter, and what's the cost of that as well.
Is the cost something we should look at, Jeff?
Well, yeah, the cost is directly going to be paid at some point by the taxpayers. We have a budget. I don't know where we're at, stand for this year on the budget, though. I haven't been informed.
Well, would not this go the same route the appeal did, or the initial appeal?
Yeah,
It would go to Washington County Court.
It's in Washington County right now. Any appeal of the decision by Washington County judge would go to the Commonwealth Court.
So it would basically go the same route as what happened before,
It could, yes.
if it goes that way.